السلام عليكم. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. So I welcome you all to the class of 400 questions in Sarf, in Nahu, 400 questions in Nahu, 400 سؤال وجواب في قواعد النحو. So we are talking about al-fa'il. Question number 39. ما تعريف الفاعل? What is the definition of fa'il? الفاعل اسم مرفوع يدل على من قام بالفعل أو اتصف به. نحو كتب الطالب الدرس انكسر الزجاج. So it says فاعل is اسم مرفوع يدل على من قام بالفعل. It indicates on the one who undertakes the action. قام is to stand, so who undertakes the action, verb أو اتصف به, or he is attributed to it. أو اتصف, attributed, I think, yeah. Or described. So, like, he gives an example for both. For example, نحو كتب الطالب الدرس. The student wrote the lesson. انكسر الزجاج, the glass broke. So the glass is not actually doing the action, right? You're ascribing the action to the glass. The glass broke, right? So that is also file. So it's not necessary that the file should be actually the doer. It could be a thing, and that, the breaking happened to the thing. So, culturally we ascribe the action that the glass broke, the tire got punctured, something like that. So ittasafa bi, so he gave another man qama bil fail. This is the general definition, but this is also applied. Aw ittasafa bihi. That means the glass broke. I mean, it's not actually doing the action, but you make it as if he's doing the glass is doing the action. Zujaj. ما العامل في الفاعل? What is the amil? The agent in the file. يعمل في الفاعل أربعة أشياء. Four things act in the file. الفعل المبني للمعلوم. The فعل مبني للمعلوم. That is the active verb. So why does it become file, become marfu? There should be something coming up before it, right? This is called the amil. Like جاء الطالب. جاء الطالب, the student came. And جاء الطالب, the student came. So this is الفعل المبني للمعلوم. Or it could be an اسم المشتق. It could be noun, which is derived noun. And these are what? Ismul fa'il, sighatul mubalagha, sifatul mushabbaha, ismul tafdil. Ismul fa'il is the noun on the pattern of ismul fa'il. Like khalaqa, what is the ismul fa'il? On the pattern of fa'il. Khaliq. Allama, what is the ismul fa'il? On the pattern of mufa'il. So muallim, ismul fa'il, right? And sighatul mubalagha, this is for like fa'al, fa'ul. Like fa'il itself has the emphatic form of it. Sighatul mubalagha. Sifatul mushabbaha is sifa mushabbaha. This is something which is an adjective, which is mushabbahata bismil fa'il. So you're using an adjective to describe an ismul fa'il. And ismul tafdil when you're comparing or superlative or comparative. نحو هذا هو الناجح أخو ناحج. ناحج. هذا, this is the, it should be najih, I think. But let me see. Nahij, nahaja. What does it mean? Three, four. Nahaja. It should be najih. It's a mistake, I guess. But yeah, it should be najih. هذا هو الناجح. The dot should be here. This is successful, because I'm not unable to find nahaja anything. Nahaja, no, nothing. No. Najih is correct. This is the successful one, but you're not talking about him. This is a way in the Arabic, akhuhu. So this is the ismul fa'il example. So instead of saying هذا هو أخو الناجح, oh yeah, this is the brother of the successful one, the one who passed. But we said this is the past one, akhuhu. So who's the one who passed? Is he the person? No, it is the brother. هذا هو الناجح أخوه. So who's the one who passed? So أخوه is the fa'il of ismul fa'il. So this is a weird statement which they make in Arabic. Um, and this is perfectly fine. Muhammadun mufidun kitabuhu. Muhammad is beneficial. So beneficial is sifa mushabbaha. It's an adjective, but it is like fa'il. So this is the fa'il of the sifatun mushabbaha. Muhammad is beneficial, but not him. He is not beneficial. His book is beneficial. Muhammadun mufidun kitabuhu. Yani Muhammadun kitabuhu mufidun. Something. فكلمة مفيد صفة مشبهة رفعت فاعلا kitab. So kitab will say this is the file of mufid. This is also another way of doing. Then ismul file, ismul fi'l. And the other thing which could have a file is ismul fi'l nahu hayhat al-liqa'u. So ismul fi'l is a noun which gives the meaning of a verb, right? Hayhata is a noun. Hayhata means far away. Hayhata lima tu'adun. Hayhata. So far away is the liqa'u. So liqa'u is the file of the ismul fi'l. Ismul fi'l. Shattan al-ijtihad wal-kasl. So different are hard work and laziness. Shattana. So ijtihadu is the file of the ismul fi'l. And al-fi'l al-mahdhuf, the verb could be hidden. نحو قوله تعالى إذا السماء انفطرت. فكلمة السماء فاعل لفعل محذوف تقديره انفطرت. So كلمة السماء is the fa'il of the fi'l محذوف, which is so انفطرت السماء. انفطرت السماء. So why is this thing? So they say this is sama'u is the fa'il of the fi'l. Infatara should have been before, right? Infatarat is sama'u. So fi'l mahdhufun taqdiruhu infatarat. This is the verb file of the fi'l mahdhuf. So it could be deleted also. Why do you have to do that? Why can't they say idha is mubtada and this is the khabar? Well, idha will only come with verbs. Idha will only come with verbs. That's the condition. So they had to say that this is the file and there's a verb. Idhan fatarit is samau. So that is why they had to say this is the this thing. File of the verb hidden. So there's a word here, which is a verb here, which is hidden, and it is in fatara. So this was all these. Remember, this is something advanced. We just learned that okay, a fail, this is fine. But this thing it doesn't come in Madina books. Ismul fail and al fail al mahdhuf also. So these three things are something which is additional we are learning. So four things are the amil. Amil fil fa'il. Four things. But if you just remember the fail, this is fine because these are rare anyways. Al-ismul mushtaq and ismul fail and al-failul mahdhuf. These are rare anyways. ما أحكام الفاعل? What is the rulings of file? للفاعل ثلاثة أحكام. It has three rulings. هي وجوب الرفع, mandatory رفع. So you cannot have nasb and jar. نحو يصلي المؤمن لربه. The mu'min prays for his Lord. So mu'minu is rafa. Why is it rafa? It is a file of يصلي. قد يأتي الفاعل مجرورا لفظا إذا وقع بعد حرف جر زائد. Sometimes the file can come majruran lafzan. So you can see it is majrur, but actually is fi mahalli rafa. So, but you have to imagine that it is rafa. Why? When does it come? إذا وقع بعد حرف جر زائد. If it comes after حرف جر زائد, extra حرف جر. For example, نحو. And extra حرف جر is generally added in negative sentences, or questions and all that. ما زارنا من خمول. خمول. What is خمول? خمول. خمول مصدر خملة. خمول الذكر. منزلة. الخمول الصوت انخفاضه. Obscure. Nobody visited us from خمول. Sluggish. Mm. No sluggish person, dull person visited us. فكلمة خمول, now you might say Zara is the فعل. Where is the fa'il? So this خمول is the فاعل. فاعل مجرور لفظا. So we said it is مجرور لفظا مرفوع محلا. محلا in the place of رفع, it is there because it's file, right? ويأتي الفاعل مجرورا أيضا إذا كان مضافا إلى مصدر. And file can also come مجرور if it is مضاف to the مصدر. If it is مضاف to the مصدر. For example, نحو قوله تعالى ولولا دفع الله الناس. Had it not been for the push of Allah, that is, Allah had pushed them or defended them, the people. That means, if لولا دفع الله الناس لهدمت, they would have destroyed masajid and all that. فكلمة الله, so the lafz of Allah, كلمة الله وقعت فاعلا. دفع الله. Who's pushing? Who's stopping? وقعت فاعلا للمصدر. And this is the masdar, right? دفع مجرورا لفظا مرفوع محلا. So masdar, if it has a مضاف إليه, so it could be the فاعل. ويأتي الفاعل مجرورا أيضا إذا كان مضافا إلى المصدر. And this is a rare case, and because who's pushing? Because masdar can be مضاف إليه to مفعول به also. Maybe like darbu Hamidin, that is fine. Hamid's hitting. Hamid is the one who's doing the hitting. That could be maful also, I think. But this is the file محلا. وجوب إفراد الفعل مع الفاعل. نحو حضر الطالب, حضر الطالبان, حضر الطلاب. So even though the file, the verb is ifrad al-fa'il, even though the file is singular, here dual, and here it is plural, right? Here it is plural. So what you need to do, you have to keep the verb wujub ifrad al-fa'il. Wujub ifrad al-fa'il, it is mandatory. You have to keep it singular. So this is singular. This is also singular. Why? We learned in Madina books also, because this is fine. This is the file, this is the file. Hadara, if you put a dual here, make it dual, so there'll be two files, right? There'll be an alif, and Taliban is also the file. So this is not allowed. So you have to keep it dual. Like in English, we cannot say they both, the students came. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So the two students came. And hadarat tullabu, this is, it cannot be hadaru. It has to be singular again. He gives a hashia, a footnote. قد يأتي الفعل متصلا بالضمير التثنية أو الجمع مع وجود الفاعل. And he gives a rare case where sometimes you can use ورد ذلك في بعض اللهجات العرب كعبارة أكلوني البراغيث. There's a whole story like the baraghith are the some locust or something, some mosquitoes. Some mosquitoes, fleas. So akaluni, now akaluni, this is also file. In some dialects, this is fine. So there are two files here. This is there, and there's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ in a dialect. ومنه قول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يتعاقبون فيكم الملائكة بالليل ملائكة بالليل وملائكة بالنهار. See, يتعاقبون, there's a file here, and malaika is also there. So singular is not used. والضمير المتصل هنا إما أن يكون حرفا دالا على الجمع. So here it is جمع. ففقط لا محل له من الإعراب. There's no position of its in Arab. You cannot tell it's file. وما يكون فاعلا, or it can be file. وما بعده بدلا منه, and this is the badal of that. وإما أن تكون الجملة الفعلية يتعاقبون خبر مقدم والملائكة بالليل مبتدا مؤخر. So it says to do this, to justify this يتعاقبون. He says, wow, there's no position in Arab, that it's not the file. That is one way to do it. Another way is this is the mubtada, and it should have come before, and this is the khabar of it. Or another way was this is the file and this is the badal malaika, because two files cannot be there in a sentence. But that is in this hadith and some dialects also. That is fine. حضر لم تلحقه فالفعل حضر لم تلحق وعلامة التثنية أو الجمع ولزم صورة واحدة. So yeah, لزم صورة واحدة. I think it's mansub لزم, and it's mandatory that it should have one form. So it's no علامة التثنية, that is no alif, that is alif التانيث, or no wow. I mean, it should come here. No here and no wow here. This is not allowed. These are the ahkam. So three rulings of the fa'il. Ahkamul fa'ili. Three rulings. One is wujub al-rafa. And second, قد يأتي الفاعل مجرورا. In two situations, it come مجرور. إذا وقع بعد حذف جر زائد وإذا وقع مضافا إلى المصدر. مضافا إلى المصدر. والثالثة وجوب إفراد الفعل. وجوب إفراد الفعل مع الفاعل. You should always use singular. ما صور الفاعل. What are the forms of fa'il? Fa'il should be one word or it could be a sentence or whatever. Let's see. للفاعل أربع صور here. For the fa'il, they have four forms. اسم ظاهر. It should be a clear, apparent noun. You can see the noun. ظاهر. نحو أدى المسلم الصلاة. أدى is the فعل. أدى يؤدي. المسلم performed his prayer. الصلاة. ومنه قوله تعالى يوم تأتي كل نفس تجادل عن نفسها. And on that day comes every soul arguing for itself. So كل and مسلم اسم ظاهر ويأتي الفاعل اسما موصولا. And fa'il can also come as isman mawsulan. For example, حضر من نجح. The one came, who came, present, who, the one who became successful. So where's the fa'il? You just say the ismun mawsul is the fa'il. Sila, always remember sila la mahalla laha min al-i'rab. It doesn't have any position in the i'rab. You cannot say, okay, this both become the fa'il. Actually, only the man becomes the fa'il, technically speaking. Although man is incomplete, you have to have a sila. Came who, you cannot just stop the sentence there. You have to say the one who was successful came. And they have damirun barizun. So the second fa'il could be, it could be a pronoun. Damirun barizun, apparent, you can see it. Nahu addayna al-wajibu. We perform the wajib, the obligatory salah or whatever. Here the na of damir mabniun fi mahli raf fa'il. So the damirun muttasilun, attached pronoun, and it is mabni fi mahalli rafa. We don't say marfu, right? We say fi mahalli rafa fa'ilun. It is the fa'il. Ad-dayn al-wajibu. ومنه قوله تعالى, very common, yeah, all those tatumatum, titumatuna, tuna, all those verbs, the pronouns which we can see at the end of the verb. وَخَدَيْنَا إِلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ فِي الْكِتَابِ لَتُفْسِدُنَّ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَّتَيْنِ. And we decreed in the for Bani Israel in the book that you will be corrupted in the land, of you will corrupt, I think. Afsada yufsidu. Fil ardi marra, 2 times. You can see the translation for this. La tufsidunna. Damirun mustatirun. Nahu hadara. So third type, it could be a hidden pronoun. Hadara musriyan. He came quickly. So it could be for huwa and hiya forms. No? Hadara fi'l madi mabniyun ala al-fath wal fa'ilu. Damirun mustatirun taqdiruhu huwa. So the hadara is fi'l madin mabniyun ala al-fath. Hadara mabniyun ala al-fath. You can see the fatha. Wal fa'ilu damirun mustatirun taqdiruhu huwa. It is huwa. It is going back to huwa. ومنه قوله تعالى أن اشكر لي ولوالديك إلي المصير. And that you thank me and your father and your parents. إلي to me is the return. So ushkur, here it is anta. Anta is hidden. Damirun mustatirun wajibun. It is it should be hidden compulsorily. You cannot say anta here. Then we have masdar muawwalun nahwu yas'uduni an tanjaha. So the fourth type could be a masdar muawwal as the fa'il also. فجملة أن تنجح مصدر مؤول في محل رفع فاعل. This is masdar muawwal, right? We know masdar muawwal and plus fi'l mudari في محل رفع فاعل. That means سعيد يسعد. Oh, asada, you say is just Saida is to make happy, right? Saida is to climb. Saida spawns to be happy, yeah, Saida. Oh, with the sad is to climb. Yas'aduni. Yas'adu, which is fataha yaftau. So here antanjaha is the fa'il, masdarun muawwalun. This is the, like yas'aduni najahuka. Instead of saying najahuka using the masdar, we use antanjaha. 43, 44, 45. Yeah. 45. Yeah. 46, right? Let's do till 46. Insha'Allah ta'ala. 46. So 4 forms for fa'il. Ma suwarul fa'il. Damirun baris. First is what? Ismun zahir. Damirun baris. Damirun mustatir. Masdar muawwal. 4 forms of the file. Next, he talks about when should the file, and there's some discussion of this for four questions, 2 pages more of discussions. Like when should we be tani, feminine, and all that. Okay. So the next question is متى يجب التانيث الفعل مع الفاعل. When is it mandatory يجب التانيث الفعل مع الفاعل with the file. So with male file, you have to have a male file, right? And female, you have to have a female. But is that rule all the time? So there's some conditions and all that. You have to go into that. So يجب تانيث الفعل مع الفاعل في 3 مواضع. So تانيث الفعل مع الفاعل is فعل, the verb, should be feminine with the file in 3 places. In 3 places it should be done. إذا كان الفاعل مؤنثا حقيقيا ظاهرا. So 3 things should be there. Right? 1, file should be muannath. Right, fine. It should be haqiqi. What does haqiqi mean? He'll explain later on, but haqiqi means natural, like it should have a male and a female counterpart. Like the sun is female in Arabic, but it's not haqiqi. It's just linguistically, because there's no male sun and female sun, no? So haqiqi means something which has a male in the world, real world. And zahiran, apparent. It should not be hidden file. So she muannathan haqiqiyan zahiran yajibu. It is mandatory. Muttasilan bi fi'li. And the 4th condition, 4 conditions actually. It should be female, it should be haqiqiyan, it should be zahiran, it should be attached, muttasilan bi fi'lihi, attached with the verb. So there should be no gap. Like the verb is here and the file is here, and there should be no gap between them. They should come together. Fail and the file should come together. File should come together. Right? There should be no, if the 4 conditions, if these are fulfilled, then you have to make it tanith. For example, Hadarat Fatima to Fatima came. So Fatima came. Now this is it feminine? Yes. First condition is fulfilled. Is it haqiqi? Is Fatima haqiqi? Yes. Fatima is a real person, no? And then is it zahir? Fatima is appearing. Yes, we can see the word Fatima. Is it attached? Yes. So all these 4 conditions are fulfilled. So the verb should be feminine. Hadaratit talibatani, same thing. The 2 female students came. Hadaratit talibatu, all the students came, female students. First condition was this. Second, إذا كان الفاعل ضميرا مستترا عائدا إلى المؤنث سواء كان حقيقيا أم مجازيا. Second condition is إذا كان الفاعل, if the fa'il is ضمير, it's a pronoun. So the first condition is it is a pronoun. Second, مستترا. Second, it should be mustatir. عائدا إلى المؤنث. Third, it should go back to so it is hidden pronoun, no? Third, it should go back to the feminine form. سواء كان حقيقيا أم مجازيا. It is the same even if it is حقيقي or مجازي. It's the same. حقيقيا أم مجازيا. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a natural feminine or artificial feminine, no? It doesn't matter. Majazi means something which is this thing. So this is for premise. Like Aisha tu tawaf. What is tafawwaqat? Aisha becomes successful, I guess. Faqa. Tafawwaqa. Faqa yafuqu. To surpass, excel, yeah. Aisha tafawwaqa. Form 5, no? This is to be superior. Aisha excelled. So now tafawwaqat. This is female, right? The where's the file is damirun mustatirun. It is hidden, but it is going back to this thing. Aidan ila al-muannath. Ash-shajaratu azharat. So the verb is coming afterwards and it is going back to female. The, the tree became green or flourished or whatever. This is the second condition where it is mandatory. إذا كان الفاعل جمعا مؤنثا سالما. And the third condition is إذا كان الفاعل جمعا مؤنثا سالما. It should be plural and sound feminine. So two conditions only. If it is sound feminine plural, for example, نجحت الطالبات. This is also sound feminine plural, no? نجحت الطالبات. So you have to use female. حضرت, the students came, passed. حضرت العاملات, the workers, female workers came. حضرت. So remember three conditions when it is mandatory. But the first condition is the most important. The second condition is obvious. Second and third are obvious. Even if it is sound feminine plural. But yeah, the first is the most important because this is what, like, can I use hadara without the ta Fatima too? No, I cannot. Or hadara al-talibani, hadarat talibani? No, I cannot. I have to use feminine. Why feminine? Well, see, this is Fatima is a real person, right? So it is haqiqi. And then is it attached to Fatima? Remember, two conditions fine. Muannath is fine. And is it zahir is fine. So if they are coming together, one Fatima should be a real person, other they should be attached. Out of four, if you remember two, that's fine. Muannas is obvious, and Zahiran is also obvious because Fatima came, no Zahiran. It is apparent. So only two conditions you should see because it is coming like this. Or even if Hadarat comes after Fatima. In the second condition is what? Fatima to Hadarat. So that is also compulsory. Aisha to Tafawaqat. Compulsory. Like that. But when is it allowed? Can I use a male verb? So the verb is masculine. And can I use the fa'il as female? This is the fa'il or the subject of the verb. Fa'il of fa'il. Can I use a male verb and a female? Yes. When is it allowed? متى يجوز تعنيث الفعل مع الفاعل? When is it allowed to make the verb feminine along with the fa'il? يجوز تعنيث الفعل مع الفاعل في 9 مواد. There are 9 positions. 9 positions in where it is allowed for تعنيث الفعل مع الفاعل. So تعنيث الفعل means making the verb female with the fa'il. With the fa'il. Yajuzu. So this is the normal part, no? I mean, he says, when is it allowed? That means not mandatory, right? It's not mandatory. So what are the 9 places? First one, إذا كان الفاعل مؤنثا مجازيا ظاهرا. If the fa'il is feminine, fine, the doer, but it is not a natural feminine, it's artificial. The language has made it fa'il as apparent. نحو بدأت الحكاية. So hikaya is speech or narration. أو بدأ الحكاية. So you can do both of them. Hikaya is not a person. It's not like Fatima. It's not a real person. So what you can do is, this is feminine. This is also feminine, right? But we can use, this is masculine and this is feminine. You can use masculine. بدأ الحكاية and بدأت الحكاية is both are fine. This is the first condition. First position where both are allowed. So if it is majazi, there's no problem at all. You can use fail file anyhow. You can use masculine, but you better use feminine with feminine, no? But if you use masculine also, there's no issue. إذا كان الفاعل مؤنثا وقع بعد فعل جامد. And the second way thing is إذا كان if the fa'il مؤنث is feminine, right? The doer is feminine. وقع بعد فعل جامد comes after a fail jamid. So what is jamid? Like laysa, or ni'ma, bi'sa. Fail jamid is the one which does not have the complete conjugation, no? Like laysa, yalyasu. There's no yalyasu. Laysa has only one form. Laysa, laysa, laysu, laysat, and all those 14 conjugations. That's it. Asa, all this. So after fail jamid, if it occurs, then it's fine for you to do what? Do male use female or male? For example, نحو نعمة المرأة المصدوقة. Ni'ma is also jamid. No, ni'ma means how good. How good is the truthful woman? Masduqa means truthful, I guess. You know? And one who is trustworthy woman, I guess. Masduq. Yeah, maybe truthful, because this is small maf'ul, no? So how good is the this trustworthy woman or truth, the one who can trustworthy or truthful maybe. Mm. Or ni'ma al-mar'atu al-masduqa. Or you can use ni'ma. So this is masculine. Right? This has been used masculine and this has been used feminine. Both are fine because this is now here you won't see is it fa'il jamid, is it sorry, muannath haqiqi or majazi. You won't see if it is just natural feminine or artificial feminine. No, it doesn't matter. Whichever feminine it is, if it is a ismul fa'il jamid, because fa'il jamid is not a real fa'il. Correct? Both are allowed again. Ni'ma you can use or ni'mat. Ni'matil mar'atu. How good. Bi'sa, ni'ma is very common, no? And then إذا كان الفاعل جمع تكسير لمذكر. If the file is جمع تكثير, broken plural for masculine. Broken plural for masculine. So for broken plural masculine. Now this is for masculine. Why are you using feminine? No, both are allowed. Hadaratit tullabu. The students came. Now tullab, you might say, what? This is masculine. How you use a female? Yes. For broken plurals, it's allowed. Jama takthir li mudakkarin. Broken plurals, it's allowed. That tilka rusul, for example, very common question which I get when the people start learning. Why is it tilka rusul, not ulaika? Because for broken plurals, we can treat it like a singular female. So hadarat, you can use female also. And this is masculine, right? This is masculine. So this is female, this is masculine. Or you can say hadarat to love. But generally we use this one, no? Both masculine. So this is masculine, this is masculine. Fine. This is also one of the places. Fourth place, إذا كان الفاعل جمع تكسير لمؤنث. So both جمع تكسير. He could have made it one لمذكر أو مؤنث. He could have made this into one. احتشمت الغواني أو احتشم الغواني. احتشم, I don't know what means. احتشم. حشم يحشم, to shame. احتشم, to be ashamed. الغواني, what is غواني? غواني. الغواني. أغاني. أغنية. أغاني. الغاني غواني, صاحب المال الكثير. غانية. المرأة الغنية بحسنها وجمالها عن الزينة. غانية التي استغنت بزوجها. غوان. Who is away from her husband or something. استغنت من زوجها. Pretty girls. غواني. Yeah. So the rich women or the women whose she is away from the husbands maybe. Al-Ghawani. Al-Ghawani. وقال الغواني. So yeah, those women, the rich women were ashamed. Or احتشم الغواني. Now broken plural for both male and female use. You can use masculine or feminine, right? Masculine or feminine, both are fine. Fifth reason, إذا كان الفاعل اسم جمع أو اسم جنس. if the fa'il is ismu jama. So what is ismul jama? Is the noun which is used for plural, but it's not actually plural. Like there's no singular for it. Or ismu jinsin, or it's a noun for a genus. Like you use for a group or for category of type or something. Nahu ista'addal jayshu. So jaysh, there's no singular for it. The army. So this is used for plural all the time. There's no singular like one person. No, army is just army. There's no one is soldier. So Jaish is just army. So army became ready. Ista'addal jayshu. Ista'addatil jayshu. And you can use masculine or female laws. So it's similar to broken plural. No? So any plural which is not normal plural, sir. Like ismu jama or ismu jins. Jins means a type of people or type of things like halakat tatar, the Tatars. They were destroyed, or halakatit tatar, or the Tatars were female destroyed. Yeah. So use female or masculine. وَمِنْهُ قَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى, and from it is the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Alif Lam Mim, غُلِبَتِ الرُّوم. So Rum is ismu jins, Romans. غُلِبَت, why is it feminine? Because ismu jins is used. في أدنى الأرض, in the closest land or the lowest land. حيث أنث الفعل غلب مع الفاعل جوازا. So غلب الروم is also fine. غلبت, this was made female لأن الفاعل الروم اسمه جنس, because the fa'il room is ismul jins. I hope all this is clear. So remember, when it should be feminine, you should, if you remember that, everything else, 9 places, you might not remember all the time. But one is majazi, artificial female. And the second is fi'l jamid. And the third is jama taksir, right? You can remember, 3 and 4. And the fourth also is, fifth one is also plural, ismu jama or ismu jins. And the sixth is إذا كان الفعل ضميرا يعود إلى جمع التكسير. Now, it's not actually jama taksir, but a pronoun going back. It's the same thing like jama taksir, no? A pronoun going back to jama taksir. لمذكر عاقل. So I think he'll make for a mudakkar. Now he put a condition for aqil also. For aqil, not غير aqil. Okay. القضاة حكموا في القضية. القضاة حكمت في القضية. The judges judged in the issue, in the ruling. Or al-qudatu hakamat fil qadiyati. Now these are the aqil, no? Judges, aqil, and this is masculine. Don't get confused by the ta. Qadi, qudat. Plural is with the ta. And then, so you use plural, masculine, or you use feminine, muannath. Both are fine. إذا كان, so this was what? It's a hakamu is going back to this thing. And this damir is mustatir. There's a hidden pronoun here, which is going back to jama takfir. Again, jama taksir ruling, but it has to be for aqil, not for ghair aqil. And then إذا كان الفاعل مذكرا مجموعا بالألف التاء. If the fa'il, the doer, is masculine and then plural with alif ta. Plural. So it is masculine because generally females should become plural, no? So these are rare cases anyways. نحو نجحت طلحات. So Talha is a name of a guy. And all the Talhas pass. So نجحت الطلحات. نجحت الطلحات. Both are fine because this is alif ta, so you can use female also. But actually it's for masculine. 8th one, إذا كان الفاعل ملحقا بجمع المذكر السالم وجمع بجمع المؤنث السالم. Something is a file is mulhaq. Mulhaq means something which is not actually sound masculine plural, but takes the ruling, like banuna. Banuna is not actually, muslimuna. There's no singular called ban, it's ibnun. It's something else. So this is called mulhaq, which is something which is related to jama mudhakkar salim or jama muannath salim. That in that place also you can use masculine or feminine. Then tafuqul banuna or tafawwaqa al banuna or tafawwaqat al-banuna. So you can use both male and female because this is mulhaq bi jama mudhakkar salim. Nahu farihatil banat or farihal banat. The girls became happy, or farihal banat. The girls became happy again. Banat, because banatu is not singular, is not bint. Singular is bint. It's not literally alif ta is extra. You change the word totally. 9th, إذا كان الفاعل مؤنثا مفصولا عن فعله بغير إلا. The 9th condition where it is allowed is if the fa'il muannath mafsulan is mafsul, there's a gap between it. And fairly without illa. Illa, you cannot do that without illa. Like, for example, najahat fil imtihani Fatimatu. Now, where's the fail? Najaha and Fatima. So this is the verb and this is the subject of the verb. They are very far away. So it's very weak to apply here. So both are fine. So this is feminine. This is also feminine. But you can use masculine also. Najaha fil imtihani Fatima too. And this is the condition which is very important. Because you see, you might be like, why is this masculine used? Fatima is feminine, right? Why is this masculine used? So that time you have to be careful that this is allowed. So dying places, which is allowed. What were the 9 places again? One was fail majazi. I mean, majazi, file majazi for artificial feminines. You can make, like talat shams or talatish shamsu or talash shamsu. Both are fine. And then if it is after Jamid, Laisa, Ni'ma, that is also fine. Or Jama Taksir, if it's a pronoun, if it's Jama Taksir for masculine, feminine, whatever it is, it's fine. But for Jama Taksir, pronoun going by, it should only be for Aqil. And then Alif Ta, this is rare anyways. And this Jama Mudhakkar Salim, not actual sound masculine plural, but words which are similar to sound masculine plural. Mulhaq. And then the last one is important, and that is if there's a gap between this thing. You might say, oh, Fatima is haqiqi, muannath haqiqi. Then why is it used masculine? Well, we said there's mafsool, there's not muttasil. There's a gap between it. 45th question, last question. Mata yamtani'u tanithul fi'li mal fa'il. Is there some place where it is prohibited to make the verb feminine with the fa'il which is also feminine? Yes. يمتنع التانيث الفعل مع الفاعل في 3 places. 3 places it is prohibited. أن يكون الفاعل مؤنثا مفصولا عن فعل بإلا. نحو ما نجح إلا عائشة. Now notice it is what? The file is coming after illa. So you cannot say ma najahat. This is not allowed. Why? I don't know why. So you have to say ma najaha illa aishatu. Okay, so you have to use masculine even if Aisha is feminine. You cannot say nobody passed, because actually it is ma najaha ahadun. Ahadun is hidden, no? So that's why Aisha too, nobody passed. Nobody is masculine, so you cannot use no female pass yourself. Ma najahat al-banatu or something. Girls did not pass except Aisha, because this is the mustathna, no? And this is mustathna min who is missing. So you have to assume it is masculine. So it is prohibited even if Aisha is female. أن يكون الفاعل مذكرا لفظا ومعنى أو مؤنثا لفظا مذكرا معنى. So it says أن يكون الفاعل مذكرا لفظا. It is masculine word ومعنى. معنى it should be. And in meaning also. أو مؤنثا لفظا ومذكرا معنى. Or it is مؤنث لفظا ومذكرا معنى. Okay. So one word could be lafzan, like you can see the word as masculine, but in the meaning it could be feminine. So if both are masculine, you have to use masculine. And even if muannath lafzan, like word level, it is feminine, but meaning is masculine. So still you have to use masculine, because talha too, you might think, oh, this has a ta, so it's female. I want to use female verb. No, you have to use masculine. But Talha is a guy. I mean, you cannot do that. Hadara Muhammadun. So Muhammad, word level also, it is masculine. And because there's no ta, no? So it's masculine word-wise. And the meaning-wise also is masculine. But Talha is feminine word-wise. On word level, it has a feminine. But meaning-wise, it's masculine. So you have to use both. Intasara Talha to Talha helped. أن يكون الفاعل جمعا مذكر سالما. For جمع مذكر سالم, you cannot use a feminine like حضر الموظفون, because this wow is very strong. This wow is very strong. You're not allowed to say حضرت الموظفون, the employees came. So it's not allowed to جمع مذكر سالم also. It's not allowed. Okay, so all these questions were about the file. Question number 39 to question number 45. 6 questions. So you have to go back and watch them again and again and again. I try to explain all about the file. When it comes feminine is right. This is something which is important, kind of. When can you use feminine? When can you use masculine? What types of another thing important is what are the forms of file, like a noun, a clear pronoun, and then hidden pronoun, and masam over. Four types, yeah, four forms. And ruling also, like the file is always marfu, and all those rulings, but it could be majrur lafdhan if it is mudaf and so on. Yeah. 39 to 45. Inshallah ta'ala, Jazakallahu khairan, barakallahu feek. Oh, there's one more question. Ma falqu bain al-muannath haqiqi wal muannath majazi. You should have brought this before. Question number 46. What is the difference between natural feminine and majazi? Just, linguistical. Al-muannath haqiqi kullu ma yalidu aw yabyad. Everything which is born. He gives another example. Yeah? Everything which is born or yabyad, which is white. No, yabyad means something. Bada yabidu is lay eggs. So everything which is born and laid eggs. Bed is eggs, no? Yabidu, bada yabidu. Like Fatima, Zainab, and Dajaja. Hen is also female. So these are muannath haqiqi. And muannath majali kullu ma la yabidu or yabidu, or ma la yalidu or yabid. One doesn't, which is not born or which does not lay eggs. For example, Shamsu, sun, Milaka. This also is a definition. Some people say there's no actual masculine for that, but this is the most simpler. It's not born and no eggs. Walada yalidu is to give birth. So sorry. Kullu ma yalidu. So everything which gives birth or gives birth, not born, because born is men are also born, no? Which gives birth or lays eggs. And everything which does not give birth or lays eggs is muannath majazi. Ash-shams, who, no, shams does not give birth. Milaka, spoon, and kurasa, notebook, ila akhiri. So question number 46. Barakallahu fikum, jazakallahu khairan, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.